Okay, I made it. It's like crossing a highway. This, where I'm staying now, it's a really busy road. I don't know if you remember, but when I used to live, I was between a funeral home and a church. So now I'm between a church and a dangerous highway that a lot of people get killed on, supposedly. And when we moved in, there was a crash, like right then, right while we were moving in. We saw it. The car flipped everything right in front of us. So, anyway, I knew I should have come on earlier, but I had to sleep. So anyway, I wanted to talk about the Bryan Kohberger. I knew it. Well, what I thought he was going to plead guilty by reason of insanity, which is what I think the defense is setting up for. So I thought he was going to plead not guilty due to insanity, for reason being insanity. So that was one intuitive hit. So then when I got up, I looked at my phone, and right away it was on my news feed that he stood silent, which I didn't know was a thing. I knew you could plead the fifth. So maybe that's like when you're pleading what you're guilty or not guilty instead of pleading one or the other. Maybe that's like the Fifth Amendment. Taking the fifth, like you're not going to say anything to incriminate yourself. So he stood silent. So the judge had a rule. So of course the judge can't rule guilty because you're going to trial. So the judge ruled in his favor, on his behalf, not in his favor, a non-guilty plea. So, sorry people, I have to watch because I'm in between. There's and it's so funny, there's a pilot I can walk to, like from my new place, which is weird, I think. And then there's another big truck thing over here. So there's trucks all around me. So, I'm just seeing when it's my turn to turn and not to be by all these trucks. But my place is fenced in, so they can't, no one could really accidentally walk into the street or accidentally have a pet run into the street. Okay, whatever. So I knew it. So I'm thinking the defense is going to set up, once they see how the trial goes, they're going to plead an insanity defense. Or another thing I came up with was that he is going to claim. Now, also in the quick article, I read before he laid down, and it said that he was going to plead today. Before I laid down for my nap, I saw that his sister alerted her family, thinking that maybe he did these killings. And they said so much so that they searched his car for any kind of evidence of maybe the girls or whatever, their home or something. So in the article it said that kind of seemed interesting, and they wondered why she even suspected him. Well, he also, when he was younger, did, I think, is it heroin that he did? You could put it in the comments below if you know, but he did some like high dose drug when he was a teenager. And I think he had addiction, and then he got over it, and then he went back on it, the addiction, and then I guess he was maybe clean. So they may also plead that either was the heavy drug, illegal narcotic that he was on, but it also came to my intuition that they're going to plead something as far as him walking in his sleep. Now, I know there was a case a long time ago that, and I think it had to do with prescription medication that someone was on, that they sleepwalked and killed their wife or something, killed somebody. I think they even had to travel to go do it. I don't remember. I just remember a snippet of that type of a case. So I'm thinking that this is what the defense may do. They may say that he was sleep driving and killing. You know, he was unaware, sleep driving and killing because of either a medication he was taking that can cause this side effect, and the reason I say that is because they were saying, like, well, what was it that made the sister think that he would be even capable? So it happened at, like, I put it at 4 in the morning, but like 3 to 4, or, you know, 3:30 to 4:30, whatever time frame he was out and about. Maybe when he was younger, and if he was on some kind of medicine, maybe he sleepwalked to his sister's bedroom with a knife. And luckily, you know, people in the home woke up and prevented, you know, him killing her. So, something to that effect, like sleepwalking, driving, killing. Also, you know, some effect that, let's say, your dream, you think you're dreaming. And I guess maybe this could be what sleepwalking is. But I think people with sleepwalking don't remember when they wake up. And you're not supposed to wake them when they're doing it. I don't know why, because it messes up the REM or something. But, so they may say that he was dreaming. You know, he was dreaming about, maybe fantasizing about these killings. But lo and behold, for him, it wasn't a dream. He thought he was dreaming, but he wasn't dreaming. And he did it in this sleep drive, killing thing. So I'm thinking, sorry, I don't know why, but that Tic Tac messed up my throat. Well, I'm sick, so that's what I'm thinking the defense is going to do. And then, you know how, like, the defense was bugging one of the surviving roommates to testify on behalf of the defense. So my intuitive hit was that also was, and I don't remember what she said initially about the masked, you know, man in all black with the mask and the clothes. I don't know if she said I didn't recognize him, or if she said I'd never seen him before. I know she said he had bushy eyebrows. So what I think the defense is going to use is, I think they have videotape of her, and I forget what name. I don't think it's Bethany, but maybe it is. It's whatever one opened her door and saw him leave out the kitchen sliding door. Whoever that was. Sorry. So I think they have videotape, and you know, I don't know if he would be that clever to think about this ahead of time, but I don't know if she worked, like maybe she worked at the campus coffee shop or campus bookshop or at that food truck. So wherever she was, she had encountered Bryan on multiple occasions and had small chit-chat with him. Enough so that she would remember, like, oh, we meet here again at the coffee shop. Or you want the usual, or you're back again for books, you know, something like that. The body language would show that she had seen him before, or, you know, just in the area. Could have been at a bar, I don't know. But where they encountered each other on more than one occasion. So if they have the video of that from coffee shop, bookstore, the colleges, bar, grocery store, I don't know where she worked, if she worked. But wherever that was, if they could get that videotape, and maybe even that night, her talking to him in the bar, then they're going to say, oh, she knows who he is. She might not know his name, but she's seen him on multiple occasions, and they had, casual tidbits of conversation together. So, of course, if it were him, she would recognize him, to put reasonable doubt in the jury's head. Now, I said before, I don't think he's done this before. Now, I know I saw an article they were trying to check into some other murders. I don't think he's done this before, because I don't think he would have gone back to look at the scene, be in that area with his car. You know, he might have ran there, you know, or like parked a mile away, or, you know. So I don't think he's done this before. And drugs could have played a role in his behavior. And they may blame it on that, and blame it on, maybe it's a prescription sleep pill. Blame it on his actions, where he thought he was dreaming, but he actually did it. So, guilty by reason of insanity. And then do the insanity plea, because maybe he was told by his lawyer, if you do insanity, then you might go to a mental hospital. Now, the thing, I don't know how it is today, but when I was a probation officer in New Jersey, if you were sentenced to a mental hospital, at some point, they release you. You know, it's not like jail, because you're mental and insurance runs out and they can't keep you forever because they got another mental patient coming in and they need an open bed. So I forget how long or whatever, but those people can be released. Now, again, I don't know with the 2023 if that law is still the same, or this was in New Jersey back in, I don't know, but it was a long time ago. I'm old. So, yeah, because I had someone that I convicted to a mental hospital. And, yeah, after a certain amount of time or a certain age or a certain insurance runs out, they send them back into society. So, that's kind of a scary thought. Because I feel like if you did it once, you know, like if as an example, a husky dog, well, I knew someone that had a husky dog that would, even a dachshund, because a dachshund did this to my rabbit. I think once a dog, like, let's say, kills a rabbit or whatever, mouse or something, well, and then there's dogs that just show you that, bring you the mouse. Like, I had a dog that did that too. Like, no, Nikki, put it down. It was some terrier, Karen Terrier maybe, and she got a mouse and like was at the door with it, like, look, mommy. No, put it down. But the husky that I knew would go into the neighbor's hutch, and he killed a couple of their rabbits. And this dachshund I was watching actually broke into my rabbit's hutch. It was winter, so I brought him in, and she took a chunk out of him. It was really weird, because just a chunk of hair was gone, but no, like, bleeding or anything, but he died, and he didn't make it. So I'm thinking, I don't know if it's like that, like if you kill once, maybe like the taste of blood, like with the animal, makes you want to do it again. And I forget who that show was. It yeah, it was Dahmer, where the dad admitted that he had killing fantasies, but he never acted on it. And remember they used to in that movie, they used to pick up roadkill. So it could be an instinctual thing. Like, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a neuroscientist. But I'm thinking like that. So if they let him out of a mental hospital, you know, he might do it again. So, you know, but maybe it'll come out whether he's done it before, but I don't think he has. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That was my intuitive hit. And I wanted to come on before they said what he pled, but I was so tired. And, you know, sometimes when I want to come on, you know, spirit guides say just wait, you know, just go to sleep, take a nap, and wait. Because if I would have come on and said, I think he's going to plead not guilty, reason by insanity, well, he didn't really do that. But in my mind, that's kind of what he's going to be doing. So, and then other times I've had a thought, and then I'm like, well, maybe not. And I was going to post it, and then I thought, maybe not. And I was going to post it, and I'm like, well, I'll just do it later. And then I see on my newsfeed that what I was thinking was not right. So it was like, God doesn't want to embarrass me in front of you guys. So I guess that's why. But I just knew it. I knew he wasn't just going to go not guilty at all. So that I know I've talked kind of in circles maybe, but I'm also watching the road. And this is also a dangerous road to drive on because there's so many trucks, and it's like just a two-way, going this way, going that way. And I actually saw an accident on this road too. And I've seen how accidents could happen because people cut across it because there's so much traffic. And this is kind of like a highway too. It's actually a really nice route to go to work. I see a lot of open land, and if you saw my other videos, my car life videos, I love just looking at land, trees, just nothingness but nature. And, you know, no fingerprint of man on it. And that's what I like. That's what soothes me, calms me. So it's a nice little route to work. And, I don't know if, I think I did talk to you about, I was worried about the job, you know, losing my Medicaid because I'm diabetic. I have like 8 autoimmunes. I'm like fibromyalgia. I'm like asthma, you know, just everything. However, because I'm paying this big rent now, what I'm earning is basically paying my rent. And I want to stay where I'm at now to hopefully not be homeless again and live in my car. Sorry, car life video aficionados or fan clubs. But so the income wise, it brought me back to like zero. Brought me back to be in to qualify because I'm like really making no money because I'm just working to have a roof over my head. So I was blessed about that. Like, I am so happy. So especially, and I got sick, and my meds were covered, and I can go to my specialist now because I was worried about that. So anyway, let's see. I was gonna turn the camera around and show you, like, there's a farm and farmland and stuff, but I'm almost to work. So I just wanted to come on there and tell you my intuition hit, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm right on these things, and even that my Trump videos from way back when, I said he was never gonna run again. So I don't even know if he's actually running. And I think I might have even said he's going to jail. So we'll see how that plays out. And I will talk to you guys soon. I'll try to do one on Trump. I'll try to get more up to date on what's going on. But right now, we're having a party at work, and they got an ice cream truck, so I gotta go.